How's it going, slick people? I'm Bo.
I'm JP.
And this is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about. This is a show for December 19th, 2019. The year has gone by so fast. And, I assume we're not going to have a lot of people on tonight. Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
That's surprising to me. I was expecting everyone to be at Star Wars, which comes out tonight. Rise of the Skywalker. It's the end of the era.
Mm-hmm. Of this era.
Well, this era. So this should be the last 9th movie in the Star Wars installment that fell around the original George Lucas mega uber awesomeness that came out in the 70s. So yeah, pretty awesome. We're gonna be going and seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow.
I'm seeing it at 7, so you can see it for me. But yeah, I'm jazzed, I'm thrilled, and I don't care what critics say.
I haven't seen anything good, or I haven't seen any news about it at all.
And I've seen up and down, but I skipped through it so quick because I'm like, people have such a tendency, oh, it just came out, let me put something really important in the title because I'm a douche.
Well, they need those clicks.
Yeah, desperate, pathetic people. Anyways. So yeah, hopefully you guys who are out there right now are thoroughly enjoying that movie. I'm happy for you and I'm very excited. I'll be seeing it tomorrow and we'll talk about it on next week's show. No spoilers, just joy. But yes, anyways, if you guys like us, don't forget we do a live show every Thursday, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. On every Thursdays, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. All at SLYK Radio. So if you just go into that little browser window and you do the at SLYK Radio, we're going to be there. Because it's how we do.
Yep.
Yeah. So moving forward.
Like, coming?
I don't know. I've never come backwards. That would just be shitting.
That would be an interesting way to do that.
That was douchey. Windows updates have been getting worse. Sorry, I am still getting over this stupid cough. I'm pretty sure it was pneumonia. But yes, I apologize for any hacking and coughing that occurs during this show. But yeah, as you know, we always like to start at our show with the intro to the craft brew.
In review,
Mr. Pizzle, what are we drinking?
Tonight we are drinking Bonanza Brown Ale from Enya Creek Brewery.
Yes.
Brewery. This ale has a 5.6 ABV. Our brown ale is a multi brown ale with dark ember hues. There's a velvety smooth body with a light bitter finish with with the help of our friend from Chinook hop, and struck a balance of bitterness with a hint of spiciness while using Tatang. Was it
Tatanga?
Tatang.
Tatang.
Tatang hops.
It's like a ricochet.
Tatang! Maybe that's why they called it that. We live in Las Vegas and enjoy the surrounding area of Red Rock Canyon. Do yourself a favor. Get back to nature, get a beer, and enjoy.
Word. This beer is another lovely beer given us to our lovely friend Derek. Thank you very much.
Hey, sis.
We're gonna enjoy this even if I don't enjoy this.
I should have worn my Christmas sweater.
Oh, yeah. That would have been fantastic.
Thank you for that Rick and Morty Christmas sweater.
Everyone enjoyed his sweaters at work. So, yeah, you need one more to fill up the week.
I almost had it all. I thought I had one, but then I was like, oh, I guess I got rid of that other one that I had.
Oh, sad panda.
I think it was when I got in England. I was like, why did I get this? I'm an idiot.
I don't need this. Now that you want it. I miss you! Yeah, it happens. Anyways, so yeah, we'll be drinking this throughout the show. We'll let you know what we think at the very end in the craft brewing review because that's how we do. But moving forward, we got Slick Feed,
where we geek on your week.
Oh yeah, feels good. So, Cards Against Humanity. We saw a feed. I was tagged in one specifically on NerdBot, and now it doesn't seem to have a link anymore. So it makes me wonder if there was a leak that wasn't supposed to be leaked.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, a Cards Against Humanity Star Wars edition is what we saw. At this point, it seems like a rumor. We don't normally talk about rumors, but you know what? I want this one, and I'm excited, and I want to find it. So hopefully it's somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. If anyone has any links to it or they know where to get it, send it to us.
I mean, you can find it on eBay, but I don't know if those are like
Are
real
they
things.
even real? Yeah, it's like
Or
trying to go on eBay is like, is this real? I have absolutely no idea. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
but-
my 02. It's kind of like a un-02.
Could be like a fan printed cards as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like you don't really know.
Which, I mean, if they're funny, it's still worth it. But you gotta get the Star Wars thing. You want the Star Wars thing. So, yeah. Liz says she's pretty sure she saw it on Facebook, too. Yeah. So if you try to Google it now, most of the links are dead.
Mm-hmm.
So
It doesn't exist. So maybe it was put up too early, or
that's my guess.
maybe Cards Against Humanity didn't have the publishing rights for that.
Or something. I don't know.
It's like they didn't go through Disney and they just made a thing.
Yeah.
Which
like,
seems like Cards.
I guess they could have
or
posted like Un-Star Wars.
Yeah.
Or Wars in the Stars. That sounds more like a crappy love romance novel. The War in the Stars. My heart. Yeah.
Or they could have called it like Card Wars.
Card Wars. See, that would have worked out well. The Card Wars cards. Yeah, man. So yeah, I don't know. But if anyone sees or finds that, any links to it, please send it to us because I would like to buy that. That sounds like a good, Christmas present to myself. So yeah. Anyways, next bit of news. We posted this right after the last show, because we didn't see it, and now I'm like, oh man, could have talked about it. But that's okay, because we can talk about it now.
Yep.
Ooh.
So during the, video game awards for the year, that they had a whole bunch of announcements, which is become part of the norm for that event. And Microsoft comes out and says like, "Hey, here's our new Xbox, and it's called Xbox X Series or Xbox Series X." It's already getting confusing for me. It's gonna be dropping in the holidays of 2020. It looks, like
eventually DMX is gonna be like, I copyrighted X. That's mine.
yeah, X gonna give it to you, or they should just pair up.
Oh, there you go. We can just start barking at everyone.
And then
yeah, I'm up for this.
It looks
like when
more...
it starts up instead of the Xbox, it's hur, hur.
I think that would get annoying.
I'm a special kind of man.
I would mute that.
Yeah. No, it's unmutable.
Mm-mm.
You stuck with it.
I'm going back to PlayStation.
Back to. Xbox is a side note for you. But I don't know. Maybe this new one, it'll step up its game and will, install games and work properly.
Ridiculous.
2 Xboxes, 1 building, just trying to play, a little bit of Master Chief, networked against each other. Okay, let's download it. We got gig speeds at work. It should happen quick. Oh, what does it do? Both of them start screwing up at 9.4% for no freaking reason. It's infuriating.
And all the games, like even like the tiny games that I have from Xbox Gold, I'm like, all right, maybe I just try to download this. It stopped too. I was like, stop installation. I was like, it's a 2 gig game.
It's ridiculous. I like the port I was even plugged into on the black one. I went outside our firewall. It is literally nothing. It was like this and the internet, which is not something I would normally do.
Yeah.
But I had to. I was like, what is wrong with these?
Something.
I don't know. The internet was useless.
Yeah. But this new Xbox, it's looking more and more like a tower.
Yes.
Than anything else.
So if you guys didn't see photos of it, it looks like a fancy whiskey box. So anyone who was on this show who drinks or who has drank in the past, you know what I'm talking about. So it's square, it's about this tall, and it's black, and it looks like it should say Black Label Johnny Walker on it. Which, now that I've said that, I'm sure there's going to be skins that are coming out for it. But amusingly enough, there's bottles of liquor that cost way more than any Xbox ever has.
Yeah.
But yes, so the new one that's coming out, it's going to be in holidays 2020, which is to be expected. The new system is promising to be 4 times stronger than the current Xbox One S, and it's going to be running in 8-core, 3.6 gigahertz Zen 2 processor, custom to Xbox.
I think you may have divided it. Like Phil Spencer said that he's the president, CEO, and he said it's going to be 8 times stronger than the original Xbox and 2 times stronger than the Xbox X. So like
the article I saw said this. I copied and pasted.
Yeah, and I was just like, I think you may have been dividing it, but he's just like, it's 8 times. I was like, whoa, 8 times stronger than Xbox X, which is their Pro version. It's like, of their original console, and only 2 times. So I was just like, it's still
an 8-core, 3.6 custom processor, which is pretty amazing.
And look, they were stuck at 30 for so long, and now they're going to jump up to 120.
Yeah,
we've been asking for 60 forever.
Yep. So what he's talking about, the system is going to be boasting an 8K gaming, locked in at 120 frames per second, which is amazing. And even if you don't have that kind of quality of TV, which 99% of America doesn't right now, it is going to be offering 60 FPS at 4K. So,
which is amazing anyway.
Yes. It's right now it's going to have the ray tracing. If you guys haven't watched any of the videos around the ray tracing where they go and they implement it into older games like Halo, God of War, they do random ones all throughout. It's amazingly beautiful. So absolutely mind-boggling. I highly suggest you do Google some ray tracing. Especially just so you can kind of see Unreal. The best of it. So there's like an Unreal ray tracing based on the 2080 Ti, I believe, from NVIDIA. So if you guys go look that up, find it and watch it because it's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So the system as well is going to be boasting SSD, which is cool. It should have been the standard for any of the new ones that are coming out because it really deserved it. The SSD, as we know it right now, is significantly cheaper, which is amazing, and it's really going to offer a lot more. But at the same time, I am sitting here thinking, oh, sweet Googa Moogas, I thoroughly hope... Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It almost looks like if you were just glancing at it, you're like, oh, well, that's a weird photo.
Yeah. Is the... Sorry, what was I talking about? Oh, I hope it's bigger than the 250 shit drive that's in the current systems, or even a 500 gig, because that's beautiful.
Even a terabyte wouldn't last you very long.
No, I had a terabyte in my PlayStation. I had like 4 games, and it's like you're trying to shove as many games down our throat as possible, and you gave me 500 gigs to start with, 250 gigs to start with. You're a douchebag.
It's like we're barely fitting games that are like 1080. Yeah. And now they're pumping out games that are 4K. Is the new Call of Duty, is that a 4K?
I believe so, yeah.
So then that's 100 gigs install.
Yep.
Red Dead was 100 gigs install.
And that's 100 gigs just to the install. That's not the updates.
Yeah.
It's another 50 to 90 for updates.
And
then all I have on my sister right now is Call of Duty and Fallen Order. And both of those eat up so much space. So if we're sitting here looking at 4K systems or even 8K, we're going to need so much space. It's ridiculous.
And then as the industry's moving, we're moving more and more towards the digital services where we don't have the physical edition of anything anymore. So we have to download everything. And guess what? All that is not saved. All that memory is not saved on a disk. It's saved onto your
and
hard drives.
They were discussing in some of the articles I had seen prior to this and earlier that the whole concept of it is really leaning towards doing the cloud gaming, which, as we've discussed before, we do not have the infrastructure for that. So we need more speed. We need bigger drives. Quite honestly, I feel like if anything, they should have moved to an SSD with a hard drive backup or a hybrid drive or something. It's just because we're kind of sitting at the point where it's like, I need 5 terabytes in a console system. That's just how it is. I mean, because with my tower, I have my SSD that runs my main operating system, and then all my games run off of a 2 terabyte hybrid drive. So, I mean, it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to spend, a crap ton of money for a 2 terabyte SSD. That's a lot of money. That's as much as a freaking console almost. So, no thank you. Stepping back to the Cards Against Humanity thing, Liz says the link is definitely broken. One of her friends posted it too, not able to post the photo. So yeah, something got removed.
Yeah.
So, the 2080 Ti. You found exactly what I wanted. Good job.
Hooray.
So yeah, hopefully we get some badass news and game stuff, and hopefully a large ass freaking hard drive on this because we need it. And the other cool thing that came out with the release of that at the event show was the game trailer for the new Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga, which looks absolutely awesome. I want to play that game. I haven't played the first one yet. Senua's Sacrifice, thank you. And that looks amazing as well, so I'm going to have to go pick that up just so I can play the second one, because the second one looks epic.
Yeah,
like,
it looks
okay.
very disturbing as the first one. Hi, Jan.
Hi, John. So yeah, Senua's Sacrifice, now on another thing I want, damn it, because I want to play Senua's Saga, because holy crap, it looks like Viking awesomeness. Beat the hell out of something. Yeah. So, woo! Oh, I know. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ray tracing. Holy shit. So, yeah. The, whatever the gaming news we have. Oh, PlayStation. In basically PlayStation's nearing EOL, the system is deciding they're going to release more stuff for the controller, which is cool. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, it's a little weird time to do this.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to hint at what they're going to be having on the new PlayStation controller.
Right.
Don't know. From what I understand, they're not going to change it too much. It's like the new Xbox X controller, that it really isn't different. It's just slightly changed. So, I don't know. I'm not expecting it to be wildly... Those just look like plugs.
I think they're buttons. Oh, no, they're...
Yeah, I think they're just plugs. So, who knows? And I'm not even sure if that's the real thing. And that might just be an artistic rendition.
True.
So, because, I mean, there were people that were talking about, like, that other picture that had the OLED screen on it. Little mini screen. So, who knows? Who knows what we're going to get? But with this one, the attachment actually plugs into the bottom of your PlayStation controller. Has a little OLED on the back that you can actually use that to modify 2 paddle buttons on the bottom. So if you guys are really into the pro gaming series, but you don't want to drop out a ton of money for that, you can pick this guy up, and
it's like $200 for the PlayStation Scruff controller.
Yeah,
and that's the wireless. You can get, or the $170 for the wired controller. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
It's so much money.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of money. I'd rather just learn how to play better with what I got. So, I'm not one to drop that much money on just a controller. I don't play competitively, so maybe that's where it makes a difference. Who knows? Ain't me. That's for damn sure. Speaking of tech, all of those fancy smart devices in our houses. Apple, Google, Amazon, and Zigbee Alliance, which involves IKEA, Samsung Smart Appliances, and a few others, have all decided to partner together. Samsung and Apple, weird, and all of those have decided to partner together to create the Project Connect Home over IP, or CHIP, which kind of sounds like the start of an evil AI system now that I've said it out loud. But the project is oriented around allowing all smart devices to finally and actually communicate with each other. So instead of having to buy a single genre of smart device for your house, you can get whatever you want and everything will just function, which would be pretty amazing if you ask me, especially if it's architecture based and they can update current systems to function with it. Because quite honestly, it's really obnoxious that my Google Home does not totally work with my Sony Bravia TV that runs on Android. That's infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
It runs like 40% of what I needed to do on the TV. I was like, you douche cunt. I don't use that word lightly. Anyways, it looks interesting, but
They mimicked Xbox.
Do those paddles come off?
I would assume so.
If they come off, then yeah. Because I know the pros on some of the Xbox Elite controllers, not the main Xbox, but the off-brand ones, the paddles could actually unscrew and remove in case they were an annoyance for you. Yeah, those kind of look like they slide back and click out. Huh. Interesting. Wow.
What the heck is S1?
I would hit that all the time.
You can adjust the...
Oh, the trigger tension?
Yeah, this is the Pro controller. It's actually a lot less than what I thought it was going to be. 165.
That's still a lot of money.
For a controller. Crap. It's like, I think like what they normally charge, what, $60?
Yep.
So I'm just like, oh wait.
Yeah.
Like here's
almost
a sale.
3 times the amount of money.
For their like maybe $40. Like when they're on $30.99, I look at my controller, I'm like, I guess I can get a new one.
Yeah.
Like, we're like you've worn away the forward.
Like chunks are missing from it. The controller just you're like if you're standing still, you're kind of like
and like where do you have drift? Where like I've played so much with one controller that like the analog thumbstick, like where you like forward running momentum is like there's like a line where I'm more into it. I'm like, man, I'm surprised this thing didn't even just snap off.
Yep. Whoa, that's weird. Oh yeah, so the paddles do come off. I mean, that's definitely extremely modifiable, which is cool.
I mean,
I can imagine losing all of that shit.
Yeah, I would just find the configuration that I liked and then just like chuck everything else.
Yeah, basically.
And it's for PC too, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, that is one of the cool things about all the PlayStation controllers. They work on PC. Anyways, so yeah, good shit. But chip coming to take over your homes. So I think that's pretty cool that they are looking at integrating each other into your own system. At the same time, slightly scary that everyone's working together to monopolize on your home. Do what we can, right? Do what we can. Was that for little children with broken wrists?
They have tiny hands, okay?
Yeah, but they were holding it like this. Okay, I'm ready, guys. Yay! Anyways, yeah. So, would you take the black controller with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. When's he leaving?
Who?
Barbie.
I don't know.
Okay.
After Christmas.
What was I talking about? Oh, yes. So, awesome stuff coming out in 2020. Yeah, we still haven't heard much from PlayStation as of yet, aside from knowing that they're working on the same AI architecture that Xbox is because they were functioning with it together. So who knows? Past that, we'll see.
We don't know anything. They'll probably say something at next year's like PSX.
Well, the only thing that's been hypothesized it's coming out 2020 as well.
Yeah.
So
they're not gonna give that crazy gap. It's like that's what set like the PS3 versus the Xbox apart is that it came out so early.
Yeah.
Like what was it, like 8 months?
Yep. I don't know. It's some weird stuff. So we'll see.
And like the PS3 wasn't a good system.
No, it was
a good system, but it was hard to develop for. A lot of game devs would be like, it's so hard to develop a game around this. And they fixed it with PS4.
Yeah, but I mean, it was hard to develop around it. It looks stupid. It didn't fit in any console really, or any cabinet
The
really.
fat boy.
Ugh. It was just a fail. Such a fail. Hardcore. Whatever. If anything, PlayStation should just take a hint from their controllers. Their controllers don't change really, aside from this weird one that looks like it's from Nintendo.
It's licensed.
But yeah, mini wired gamepad. I mean, if it's durable for little children with broken wrists, cool.
Mm.
I don't think I've ever played. No, look how there's like hold down like this.
Okay. That better be like rubberized grips.
Yeah, and waterproof because kids spill shit on everything.
Plug and play.
So, yes.
It's
But speaking of spilling shit on stuff, you should spill some shell into your life. I don't know. I tried to say if that didn't work. Anyways, you should check out one of our awesome slick content providers. That is Shell with Shell Shock Cosplay. She's awesome. And you can also go look at her awesome cosplays and then head over right on to our Band of Warriors, Knights of the Tempest, for an awesome sword-tastic equestrian-based jousting group. So you should do all of that because, you know what? She's badass.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But make sure you follow her at Shell Shock Cosplay. You can just Google her or go to her Facebook or Instagram. Also go to the Knights of the Tempest Facebook or Instagram, Knights of the Tempest, or Twitter, Knights Tempest. So, yeah. And while you're on the internets doing super cool, awesome stuff, you should add us to your super cool, awesome stuffitudes. Namely, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Twitch, and wherever we pop up. I'm sure there are other places too that I don't even know about or have forgotten about. We're all at SOYK Radio, so make sure you go there and show us some love.
We're in Pornhub too.
Probably.
You're welcome.
Probably. With a name like Slick, you kind of deserve it. Anyways. Moving forward, we got SlickTube.
Tube Slickers.
Pornhub. Edition. No, not Pornhub edition. What would the Pornhub edition of this show be? Same thing? It would be the same thing.
Still slick?
Yeah, still slick.
Super slick.
Speaking of being super slick, Legends of the Hidden Temple's coming back.
Yay!
They had that slippery slide. That's where I was going with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, Legends of the Hidden Temple is coming back, but for adults. Yay! People our age. I think I'm an adult.
I'm an adult?
I don't know. I panic sometimes still. I was playing Tetris earlier and I was freaking out, man. Matt is really good at Tetris.
Yeah, I
crazy
would
good.
So. I think he seems like the man that only played certain types of games back in the day, and Tetris is probably like his jam.
So we're at work, and
his jelly jam.
During break, one of the guys was playing Tetris, and the tiles are starting to move so fast on the screen. My hands were getting clammy watching him play because I was like, "You can do this, man! Come on!" I was like, it was intense, and it's Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm a nerd.
Yeah, but we also had 007 up too.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yep. Good gaming day. That's for damn sure.
It would have been better if we could have played Halo.
It would have been stupid.
I
I don't know. I'll try to figure out. Maybe we can play some Halo a little bit on Monday during lunch. Anyways, speaking of nostalgic stuff, Legends of the Hidden Temple, like I said, is coming back. So the new streaming service that we talked about the last show, Quibi, which sounds like a fart that comes out of your body, but, you know, in other places.
From behind your knee. It's just a little
The Quibi fart. Like when you're sweaty and you squat down. Whoop! Quibied. Nope, now it sounds like you shit yourself, but adorably. But they are the ones that are also bringing back Reno 911, which we did talk about last show. They're looking to bring back the adventure game show era. You guys remember all that wonderful, joy, awesome stuff that you got from Nickelodeon and other stuff, mostly Nickelodeon. And Japan.
American Gladiators.
It all really came from Japan.
Dude,
we know that.
We need to bring back American Gladiators.
That was such a good one. If nothing else, just like they'll start selling those giant Q-tips in stores again so we can beat the shit out of each other.
And like American Gladiators promoted equality in the workplace because they had female and American gladiators that would beat the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, it didn't matter.
They didn't matter.
It wasn't about gender. It wasn't about anything. It was just, hey, we're gonna beat your ass or you're gonna beat ours, and that's how it worked. Good stuff. Yeah. So really awesome. It will have Omek will be back. I would hope so. It'd be absurd if they didn't. And will Kirk Fogg be back as the host? Do we know? We don't know. We don't know shit about this yet. Except Quibbly is bringing it back to us, which is most delicious. Yes. Oh, the moat crossing challenge. Watching people on that show was infuriating. It's like, I don't know. I understand that you're not the stressed person in the situation, but it's still like, it goes together a certain way every time. How do you not do this? Yeah. But you go back and you watch it every time. You just get mad at the same stupid crap. Yeah.
Mad and then laugh at it. Because, like, MXC is like, they're almost doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yes, they are. So, I'm excited for that. Hopefully, we can get some more information on that soon. Because, I don't know. I'll probably end up paying for another service, at least for a little bit, so I can see what it is. I want to watch it. I miss that show. It was so good. Man, the 90s television, it just... That was the start of an era. And then it ended quickly. And it turned into, crappy art and poor planning. Whatever. That's just me bitching as an adult. So, yeah. Anyways, a new CGI He-Man and Master of the Universe is coming to Netflix.
I hadn't seen any actual... I see, like, a really dark still image. I haven't seen any video.
That's it. All we have is a poster that looks like it's going to be art reminiscent to the stuff I was just bitching about. AKA, like Powerpuff Girls and what are those new crappy shows? The one with the stupid purple wizard. Purple Wizard. Cartoon Network. Wait, I got this, guys.
Adventure Time?
Yeah, Adventure Time.
It's not purple.
Oh, there's a purple wizard or something in there, isn't there?
Ice King?
Yeah, the Ice King. He's a purple wizard. Well, I haven't watched it since I was colorblind, so whatever.
See, and then you have this from the creators of Avatar. Some 3D stupid weird. It just doesn't look smooth at all.
Dragon Prince. He's talking about Dragon Prince, and it looks like very crappy stop motion.
Like Berserk, when they're not moving, it looks good. But like,
yeah,
I'm like, it's like, am I buffering? Like, no, I'm not buffering. It's this video is fully loaded.
Poorly done. It's like they rendered it at 15 frames per second.
And I'm at 60.
Yeah, so it's absurd. I've heard from multiple people, including Shell, that it's an absolutely fantastic story.
According to Terra, it's very good too.
But
I'm just like,
animation literally is everything for me. If the animation sucks, I can't get into the story. People tell me the new Berserk is great. I don't give a shit. It looks like crap.
Nope. It's way better. Read the manga. It's way better there.
Blah. So,
it's way better in your head than it is on the screen.
Like, maybe if you drink aggressively and then watch it, it'll be good, because everything kind of blurs together at that point. Oh, this is so great! When my eyes are crossed.
I don't know if that's the art direction they were going for, but it just
looks jerky. It really is. It's like they rendered it on a computer that couldn't handle a proper at least 30 frames per second.
Like, look, she's just talking, and it's like...
Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
It's not smooth at all.
Yeah, maybe someone can explain to us why it sucks. My eyes look kind of blue in this light. Things are occurring. Anyways, so yeah. We'll see. Hopefully it looks better than the Dragon Prince does. I mean, like JP said, when the Dragon Prince isn't moving in the animation style.
You're just looking at pictures of it. It looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so. All right. So this next one, I'm excited for two things. One, Adrian Brody. He's awesome. Two, Stephen King. He's awesome. Not excited for Jerusalem's Lot. Because, believe it or not, I know I talk about Stephen King a crap ton. I've never read or really even know what this one is about outside of this description. So Jerusalem's Lot follows Captain Charles Boone Brody, who relocates his family of 3 children to his ancestral home in a small town of Preacher's Corner. After his wife dies at sea. However, Charles will soon have to confront the secrets of his family's sordid history and fight the end of darkness that has plagued the Boones for generations. Now, initially, I thought I had read that wrong, and it was like, Adrian Brody's going to be in Salem's Lot, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. I love that one. That's fantastic. But yeah, I really don't know anything about this. Is there really a game about being Jesus?
And it has smoother animation than the Dragon Prince.
Wow. Is he gonna
use your Jesus
He's blood fishing. Wow. You can use your Jesus powers to fill a bucket with fish. It's called I Am Jesus Christ. You just go around doing miracles?
Yep.
You do. That's it. And he looks like the power of Christ.
Yep.
You have a power of Christ bar that slowly goes down until you get pinned to a wall. Or the cross, not a wall, sorry. Huh. This is... Wow. And they used Christ's body for the eye. So did he have a limited amount of miracles before his health bar went all the way down? Is that what they're saying here?
Is before he became a god.
So
that was his human godhood.
Okay, so this is when he was he was a demigod. Huh. Didn't the devs say this game was going to be in development for like 2019 years?
2.5k likes.
Oh, that made me see colors. I can't laugh like that right now. Oh, jeez.
This looks like one of those fake ads, but instead it's actually true.
He's using cheat codes and mods.
He is the cheat code. This game doesn't have cheat codes or mod. He is the cheat code and mod. Oh, man.
The official strategy guide is already out. Just get your grandma's Bible. Don't play this game if you haven't read the book yet. Major spoilers. This game is hella laggy. It took me 3 days to respawn.
That is... I usually don't read comments.
Wow, but... these are gold. Imagine the look on everyone's face when the second coming is this game just getting released. Let's see. Wow, I've lived long enough to see a game when you can be Jesus Christ. Nice. That's pretty fantastic. Oh. All right. Finally, a video game that Ned Flanders' kids will be allowed to play. This game really makes you feel like Jesus. IGN. I heard there's no beta for this game. There's only an alpha and omega. Oh man, these aren't really like bad jokes. Look at their bad jokes, but they're funny. All right. Anyways, okay. Moving forward. We got craft brews in reviews. Fuck me.
Jesus. Waiting for the DLC, the second coming.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Craft brew in review. We are drinking Bonanza Brown Ale from Tenaya Creek Brewery. It's a 5.6 ABV, and I find it quite tasty.
It's a smooth drinker.
It is. It's like a nice cup of cold coffee in the morning. It's not coffee flavored, don't get me wrong, but you know that it's the same acidity, mouthfeel, texture. Okay, back to the Jesus King. If you raise Judas's relationship values, could you avoid being betrayed, or will someone else do it? Okay, the beer. The beer. Good mouthfeel. It's got a light acidity to it. It's not too hoppy. Very smooth. Overall, quite a tasty beer. Okay, back to the Jesus King. Remember I told you he had like miracle like juice? He couldn't avoid being crucified because he ran out of Jesus juice. Spoiler, Jesus dies in the end. Wow. Judas is a mini boss in the DLC titled Bloody Sunday. Wow.
Mission hit. What would Jesus do? Oh no.
Crap. Anyways, okay. The beer. What do you think of the beer?
I think it's very drinkable. There's hardly any carbonation to it. And like I was reading in the descriptions earlier, the combination of the two different hops, I don't really, the palate isn't really offended by it.
No.
So
it's
someone
smooth.
like Bo could drink it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's very tasty, delicious. I'm sitting at solid 4.5 for this guy.
Yeah, I'd say so too. So
very tasty.
Good on you, Derek, for this recommendation.
Yeah, man, good choice.
Beer.
So 4.5.
4.5.
So yeah, 4.5 for the Bonanza Brown Ale from Tenaya Creek Brewery in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's get a photo of this. Hold on. I got this. Portrait. What's the difference between portrait and photo? I have no idea. Let's take a picture. So, yeah. But if it's delicious, and if you guys are wondering why we're scoring our beers, that's because we post our beers on Untappd. That's UNTAPPD. That is the website and app where you can score your beers and share your thoughts with others. You can go follow us on there at SLYK Radio. JP's on there as
J Pizzletron.
And Shell's in there, Shell Shot Cosplay. So, yeah, do it up, rock it out, go check it out, and do that thing. But anyways, guys, you know what? That's it for our show.
Yay!
So, thanks for listening. Don't forget we put out new episodes every time we want to on Thursdays.
Usually on Thursdays.
At 9:30 Mountain Standard Time right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at SLYK Radio.
And when you see us roll through your feed, make sure to finger box that subscribe button. Smash them likes and become one of our Sly Knights.
So like you know is not responsible for anything ever.
Produced by Slick Solutions somewhere in Colorado.
And Slick Radio's completely weightless.
Like your opinion.
Just kidding.
We care.
But your government doesn't.
Don't you forget it.
Love you guys. Have an absolutely fantastic evening. We will see you next week. And, as usual, hang around on that YouTube, Facebook, everything page, because we get you stuff throughout the week, because that's how we do.
We're almost at 1,000 likes.
So close.
I think we're 5
so close.
We're 5
So close. If you guys just want to, go to that Facebook page, go in there, and just invite all your friends. Do that, because you know what? The more we spread the word, the more news we get, the more comments we get, the more opinions we can have, and we like opinions. We want to hear your opinions. That's what social media's for, believe it or not. So, anyways, love you guys. Have a nice night.
Bye.